Now, I'm going to start off the video with this. I know every Arsenal hater right now is going to be saying these things, so let me acknowledge it before we get into the good things. We went against Wolverhampton Wanderers today, and they were just dreadful. They were dreadful from the beginning. They never really played with anything of venom or anything to be scared of. They were injury-riddled like hell. They had a 15-year-old on their bench. They were not in good form. They hadn't won a game in their past 7. I know Wolves aren't an amazing team. I know they're not the next Man City. But still, I am still quite happy. I'm not extremely happy because there are some negatives to this game, but I'm quite happy with that performance. Very happy to get 3 points, and we sit top of the table. I know inevitably City's going to go beat Brighton, and inevitably they're going to go win the league, but right now, it's just the top of the table, the way we have to win the game, the way we have, I'm very, very happy. Like, I know there are bad faults from the game. Like, we were extremely wasteful, by the way, in the final third. Extremely wasteful. We probably could have won that game 5-0, especially in that second half. That second half performance was really, really impressive attacking-wise, and we were very wasteful. I know that. But the Molineux is still not an easy place to play. Regardless of them having lost their last 7 games, it's not an easy place to play. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go win the Premier League. I'm not. But that was still a really gutsy performance against a good Wolves team. They were very, very organized defensively, especially in that first half. At the moment, Trossard just shanked the ball. I mean, he mishit it badly. He hit it with his toes. He mishit it badly. Goes into the top corner. Sends us 1-0 up. Up until that moment, Wolves were really, really competitive. They hit the post from a great David Raya save. They were really, really competitive. But that second half performance, going into that second half, I was a little bit worried, but that second half performance was outstanding. I was more nervous about the second half than the first because I was thinking, well, we had just played, I think it was 48 hours ago, 70 hours ago, whatever you say. We had just played 70 hours ago against Bayern Munich in the Allianz Arena in an intense knockout quarterfinal Champions League game. I was very, very nervous. We only made a few changes from that game to this game, so I was very, very nervous that in the second half, we might dwindle and we might see ourselves losing 2-1, let alone even drawing. And here we go into the second half with that in mind and put out an amazing performance in the second half. A really solid second half performance. If we just weren't wasteful in the final third in the second half, we would have won that game 5 or 6-0 without a shadow of a doubt. I don't know what was up with us taking so many long shots. I don't know who we thought we were. But outside of that, really, really good. Now the set pieces, offensively anyway, a lot to be desired. I don't know what happened today. We're just trying new things, but you know what, it is what it is. We went into this game under the cosh. So many Arsenal fans, Arsenal haters said, we're done. We are out of the title race, and I still believe that we are. I'm not saying that we are in it, but so many of us were saying that this game doesn't matter. Who cares? City's going to win the league. But if we win this game like we did, and if we beat Chelsea on Tuesday, City play Brighton, they still have to play Tottenham. Anything can happen. Again, I'm not saying we're going to win the Premier League, but that was a very professional performance. It seems like this Arsenal team does a lot better with basically no pressure on us, but it is what it is. I'll take it. I know everyone wants to be well ahead in the top of the table, but it is what it is. We have to take what we can take. A good 2-0 victory away in a tough place to play in the Molineux Stadium against a, yes, injury-riddled team, but they were very, very good in portions on that first half. Look, we went fantastic. I'm not saying we were, but we put in a good gutsy performance against a Wolves team. Odegaard, I thought, was pretty decent throughout the game. He obviously got the goal to seal off the game. Trossard was really, really impressive in that first half. He was everywhere. He was across the front line. He was playing in the midfield. Trossard was amazing. He deserved that goal. Gabby Jesus, I am starting to get my patience to run a little thin with him. I'm kind of tired of him at striker. He's not a goal scorer. He's not as good as Havertz as hold-up play, which is weird to say. Havertz is a harder worker, although Jesus does work really hard. Jesus is starting to play on my nerves. Yes, he had some good moments, but he is just not clinical in the final third. He kind of did assist Trossard's goal, so fair play to him, even though I don't think technically he did assist it. But, I mean, listen, Saka was pretty decent as well. I would have liked to see a little more rotation in the second half. I'd have liked to see Smith Rowe come off the bench. Maybe Nketiah come off the bench eventually. Maybe Reece Nelson have a chance. It is what it is. Listen, I know that the game was 1-0 in the balance of play. You don't want to bring on too many young players or just too many players to change up too many things at once. So I get why Reece Nelson, Smith Rowe, and Nketiah wasn't brought on. You'd imagine that they would have been brought on had we been 2 or 3-0 up already. Tomiyasu, I wanted him to start. He didn't start. Kiwior started in replace of Tomiyasu. I believe Tomiyasu had a knock from the Bayern game. Kiwior wasn't spectacular. He got burnt a couple times as he has been susceptible. Since basically the Bayern game, he's been turned quite a bit, but he was okay. I think Saliba and Gabriel kind of helped out. They were really, really solid defensively outside of one or two moments specifically from Gabriel's end. Ben White, really, really impressive today. Very good overlapping runs, very good on the ball play. Defensively was sound as ever. Into midfield, Declan Rice, he just looked like a tired man out there. Not that he put in a bad performance. It was a good 7 out of 10 performance from Declan. Maybe even touching 8. But he looked really, really tired. Particularly at the end of the second half. Declan looked really tired. Saka, surprisingly, was pretty okay. He wasn't great. He wasn't even good, I would say, for his standards. But he was pretty okay. Trossard, again, really good performance. Overall, we weren't great. Far from it. But we put in a really gutsy performance against Wolves. Now, we have Chelsea on Tuesday. The games don't stop. This is another huge game we'll be playing against Chelsea at home. It is another do or die for us. But yeah, guys, that's the video. Let me know in the comments below what were your thoughts on the game. Who was your man of the match? And do you still maybe believe, 5% of you, that we could win the Premier League? Let me know in the comments below. Please be sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.